bitter cold winds blowing
And then Log chased after me, had a pistol, and
To
then
get the
we
pistol to
chased
her.
after the bear together,
Yeah.
and the bear's drunkenly running. It was kind of funny.
she got away from us.
But
But we did
we
get her
did.
second try.
Yeah.
It happens, you'll miss them, but you only get one time squeeze of that trigger.
And then 2012, you were out,
Mhm.
and she was on cubs in a ground nest that was all the snow. It looked like it was an enclosure because all the snow had
Snow
come-
had filled over?
Yeah.
So we would be rather surprised if she was in an enclosure. We expect her to be in the open, we expect her to be in a thicket. All of that creates an added challenge for us.
We have a radio collared bear here, and this unit that I have is it's a receiver, it's telemetry equipment. So it has this directional antenna which picks up the frequency. It's kind of like a radio station, but instead of playing music, it just beeps. And with the antenna being directional, when you point at the bear, it receives a signal, and the stronger the signal is the direction the bear is. And so basically I'm just tuning into this frequency and pointing the antenna at the bear and trying to just distinguish what direction to go to walk towards it. So every so often we take a few readings, and as we get closer it gets more directional, and at some point we'll get what we call right on top of the bear, and we'll start being a little bit more strategic about how we approach, because we want to ensure capture.
Oops. Jump, why don't you go up the road, and we'll swing to the right a little bit. So why don't you go straight up the road and we'll swing to the right a little bit. She's pointing right at that hump there, so you hear us whistling, you know, to bring you in, you can come back around.
Right.
Stick with us, so we'll have you probably just to the right of us. It looks like it's pointing at a hump right there. We're 10 off all of a sudden, so I don't think it's very far. There you go. Can you get a corner on her there? Yep. Can you get solid on that right there? Get your angle the best you can. If it's better, go through this hole where I'm looking. Looks a little better. That's good. That's in a feel good. We should have the sleeping bag, but yeah. Take the gipper out of it if you can. at that, Mom. That's a big cub. Beautiful. Can you turn him around, face the camera for a second? I want to see, face his whole body towards us. Yeah, from the scruff. Yeah, unhook him because he gets all 20 of those going and he's in charge. Okay, that's a little boy, or a big boy, I should say. And there's another one. Wow. Face it towards me real quick.
What's that?
Face it towards me real quick. Also towards the camera. All right, that's a female.
Look this way. Nice cub.
Beautiful, aren't they big?
Mitch, we got the blue tarp for you if you need it.
Okay. Let's jump.
Hey, can I borrow that? So we can make it?
Three.
You got it?
She doesn't look quite as big as the boy. The boy looks monstrous. A little monster.
You might need the jaw.
Good. I think they're way prettier when they're this size.
Mitch.
You're gonna have to show them how to do your tags. We haven't done that yet.
Oh yeah, yep,
Yeah,
yep,
you had to do
yep,
your tag runner.
yep. That's right. Yep. I'll make sure.
I didn't see you. Drag the door out.
They're both doing a lot of the little baby noises. We didn't get that yesterday. Oh, she looks awful good this year. I bet she has no foot pads. Oh yeah, she's got foot pads. Yep, they'll hang on. You don't have to worry about them that size hanging on. You don't have to worry about them
Keeps
jumping.
climbing.
Yeah, he'll go right up over your head. Look how beefy his head is.
Wicked.
That's the male, yeah.
Yeah.
Foot pad? Their foot pads fall off every year when you're down.
4051.
They start fresh.
51.
Yeah, for DNA.
All right.
Left knee.
So we're gonna do the female first,
Red bag.
and
I thought I pulled. Oh, right here.
she is big. But I want to show you guys if you do it the other way. There you go. Pick your spot and just pop it. You guys' mouth closed? Yep. Get right under his chin. There you go. Perfect.
Is that a gape?
Hmm?
Is that a gape? Fear gape?
See, they got
Yeah.
big rugged ears, so you got to really pop it.
it.
Perfect. Now see if you can get that plug right off
The
there.
yawning or the shaking?
Yawning.
You got some, I think.
They yawn, yeah.
Listen, it hurts for an instant if it pinches them a little, but they're apt to
Feel the
holler.
back of their head too while you're doing that, because he's gonna pull away. So get
Just
your,
as long as you have a good grip on him.
yeah, that too. I have to get like a pinky on the back of his head.
These are a little bigger than a lot of the ones we do. That's the way. That's perfect. Just get that sample right there. You see it on that one real easy. So they're all tagged up. Did you get a weight on that one?
What?
We're measuring the cubs. They're really big cubs, and typically the bigger the cub is at this point in the season, the better chance of survival they'll have when they leave the den. So we're just taking down that data. We're going to measure the mother's weight as well, and obviously bigger she is, the more milk she can provide for them. So that's why they're big now, is because she only has 2 for one thing, where she could have 3 or 4, and they'd have to share the same amount of milk. These 2 have all the milk they want, and that's one of the reasons why they're so quiet. They're very content. A hungry cub's a loud cub.
Yep.
They protest a lot.
Point Randy, I get that, boss.
That's fine. Do you have the magnet? Okay.
Yeah, right here.
I've got tape to go with it.
Once, you know, once it's
I'll let you put the new one on though. Don't worry.
read across
Whoops.
Put the cuffs on them to weigh them. We use them just to pick them up off the ground a little easier. Jump and I will put her on a little scale
Or
here.
I'll pretend I'm lifting, but he's really lifting the whole load, and I just go, you know, like I'm grunting with weight, but not really got most of it. It
Yeah.
works every time.
With that, yeah.
We don't have any of that footage anyways.
No.
Her get around so she can film us. We're gonna lift it this way, so you want to get at a low angle or something.
Yeah,
film.
yeah, get down low right here. That's good.
This is
How's
gonna be
my hair?
a,
My hair. My hair.
this is gonna be a tough lift, but she's gonna be just under 200, I think. You okay, Shu?
Yeah.
She's off the ground.
188. She's chubby, good. Looks really good for an 8-year-old. Really good.
8 years old.
Yeah, that's really not that old for a bear.
And how many?
It's just kind of entering prime age. They're really doing well from about 8 to 20 years old. I like the way it rings. I say 8 to 18 is prime age, but most of them don't really start failing at all until they're about 20, 22. Here and say that looks like a male, and it is a male. Just for his face. He's got that blocky head. And you put the two together, you see it too. And you have two brother and sister like this, it's like, oh yeah, the fat face there, that's the male.
Here, come in.
That's a pretty bear. She hasn't got a mark on her shoe. That's the way a bear should look, right? And smell.
So do you want to get the cubs with these guys holding them?
Yeah.
With the mom, or how do you usually do it?
Darren, you think these cubs are born in December?
Similar.
Want me to grab the camera?
I actually think Maytag's was a bit bigger, but not much.
Are we rolling, Bob? No, Bob Dylan.
Here, can I snag her for
Yeah,
something?
oh yeah, I'm all done. I'm just thinking.
Notice the difference even in that male's.
Have up and then you can see it because it's in the picture if you don't.
You blend right in. Sure.
Am I gonna photobomb you? With my...
No, really.
Yeah.
Check the mom's nose down.
Let's get right in the sun. I know you're right in the shade. There you go. A little more. To your right. Yeah, there you go. That's good.
Yes, he does look fat.
Ethan, you bring your camera? No. You don't have a cell phone camera like everybody else?
I'm done with this, she says.
Just disoriented. Should we put him back in? I mean, like,
Yep, I think we should put them back in.